Hello there. Today it's Thursday and we had a protest on Monday. It was so much fun. We have been talking to journalists, we have been networking with other apostates. There are different ways of doing apostasy. But we are all on the same team. So we've been in Stockholm, meeting up, drinking beer, talking, playing evil plans, seeking glory for ourselves, stuff we do. And we had so much fun. It was so much fun. And you see this flat here? It's because we're on a strict budget. The first two nights I had to have a hotel room, but then we got to rent this really cheap flat for me. So that's a good thing. I'm going to try to do the next protest because it's very flexible. Because we invite people, and a lot of people, can't afford hotel. But then we just say we have a flat, so I invited people and say they could sleep here because it was supposed to be 4 beds, so only like $7 a night. That's much cheaper than a hotel. But there was only one who came, but it was good for him. It was nice. I can just show you a funny story because in the middle of the night I was sleeping and he went to the toilet and this door really doesn't close, so he was doing this. And I was sleeping, but my brain picked up this sound and thought it was a gun clicking, because I know my way around guns. So I just woke up mid-air. It was my, the reflex, up and fight. So I woke up mid-air, prepared to fight off any intruder, but there was no intruder. It was just my apostate friend trying to close the toilet door. But at least my reflexes are intact, so that's a good thing. No, we had a lot of fun, and what we did with this protest, we were me and 2 sisters in the planning committee. So we started with the message. That's the most important. So we tried different things, and we tried it out with journalists, and in the end we ended up with this hashtag all religions must, and focusing on European Convention of Human Rights and UN Convention of the Right of a Child, and say they must respect this, and especially in Scandinavia where they actually get government funding. So then we tried it out on different journalists. And like I spoke to one and said, we're planning this protest, hashtag all religions must. We want them to respect human rights in order to get government funding. And the journalist looked at me and said, well, that's just common sense. That's the bare minimum. So then we knew we had the right message. And then we got this, because we're a strict budget, so we got signs like this. Just a small sign, so one apostate's holding this, blue, white, green, and the next one would hold blue, white, green, and so on. So if we were benign protesters, it would be blue, white, green, blue, white, green, blue, white, green. But we printed up, so we have enough for 30 apostates. And the whole shebang is here. So we got some really good, never rip paper quality, so we can just take this to Australia, I can take them to London, I can take them to America. I can carry 100 signs in one hand, so it's a really good low budget visual, and it makes a very good visual with blue, white, green, and also I can tell people wear whatever you want, because apostates really don't want me to tell them what to wear, and I don't want to tell them what to wear, but then we spread out the signs and it makes a very good visual. So it's really good. And I also spoke to a politician and I said, this is our protest, hashtag all religions must. We want, in order to get government funding, they must respect human rights. And he just said, isn't that a demand already? And I said, no, not according to the law. They can do whatever they want and they get money anyway. And we want to change that. So in order to get government funding, they must respect, all religions must respect human rights. And the politician just looked at me and said, I support this. So it's really not difficult to be a lobbyist. Even a window cleaner can make it. But the good thing is we have this, it's basically common sense what we're fighting for. But we have to be eyes on the prize, be on the ball, not having a short, concrete message how to change legislation. So, and now I got some really good news from Denmark, because they're planning a protest, and the nice apostates I met in Denmark, Peder and Marie, they said they were invited us and we could bring our sign and we can have a hashtag or religions must protest in Denmark. It will be so much fun. And so I decided to celebrate the Scandinavian way. Don't laugh at us. This is what we do. So I have 3 different kinds of herring and a nice glass of lager. So I will partake. It's a part of one, but that's life of a shunned person. And I also bought a present for one of my this is difficult. Co-conspiracy apostacat. Well, one of the apostates had a cat, so I bought a present. Co-conspiracy apostacat present. So, life's great. I really enjoy this, and I want to have a big shout out to the people who inspired us more than that they believe, and that would be Laura Caput, Louis Good, and Neil Gardner, the great tree hugger. They planned a protest in England, in London, and it was a good, really good experience for me, and it also taught me a lot, and what we could do, also what we can do better. And so, see you in Denmark. We will have so much fun.